Alright, welcome back to another episode of Kira Kira. In the previous episode, we went to a theater, met a douchebag, said no, we're not gonna perform in this place, and now we're practically on our own. Called various theaters, and one of them managed to accept us, see if we can sell 30 or almost 30 tickets, and we managed. And here we are, about to perform on a rainy day. Oh boy. It rains on the day of the gig. Other people in the band are complaining how humidity changes the sound, but I can't tell the difference. I tell Thomas-san we've sold 27 tickets before the rehearsal. She seemed surprised.
すっごいなあ。十分な時間あっても、ノルマ荒れするバンドも結構あるんやで。よそから来たバンドが1週間もかからんでチケットこれだけ売り寄るんか。
Hey, the best! I say we played on the street every day, and she is impressed and says we're a role model for indie bands.
お疲れさん。あとはライブ楽しんだらえ。
We wait for our performance in the dressing room after the rehearsal. Kirari is dead serious today.
今日のライブは絶対成功させるんだ。
She keeps mumbling over and over to herself in the dressing room. Chiani says Kirari is starting to be responsible as a vocalist lately, but I wonder if she's right. She calms down a little, but I'm still worrying about if she'll start talking to strangers or start touching furnishing in the theater. I explain how I feel to Chiani.
それ、幼児を子供に持ったお父さんの気持ちだよ。おとなしいとすぐ病気かなって心配するの。
She just laughs at me. Since we're first band to play, we don't have much waiting time. We're caught before we have time to get nervous. Oh boy. The stage is set high, so we have to look down to see the crowd. Guys cheer as we came out. It sounds like some pop idol concert, but we don't have a choice. We have to wait back at them. We have about 30 people in the hall altogether. We expected to have less because of the rain, but that didn't seem to affect it. My impression of the hall is that it's empty, but maybe because the theater is much bigger than places we're used to playing. I hear a lot about playing in front of an empty hall. I finally realize how lucky we are. Even though it's a small crowd, we sold out the tickets by ourselves one by one. That's why we feel closer to the crowd than ever. It's interesting to see each of them standing in the darkness, and it's also rewarding to us. The school festival already had students in the hall, and we were guests at the shows in Tokyo and Nagoya. So this crowd is the first one to call our own. We've got to do well today. Shieni starts counting, and I just happen to look at Kirari standing in front of me. Then I realize Kirari's legs are shaking. I try to stop, but it's too late. The stoplight comes on and the music starts. Kirari can't start singing on the cue. We stop playing. Kirari's face is turning blue. I can see her shoulders shaking from where I stand. Shieni says something about it and takes a short breath. We start playing again when Kirari smiles. Kirari starts singing this time, but her voice is different. Her voice is so small. She's stiff and awkward. Her body is stiff from nervousness. She's like a marble statue standing in front of the microphone. The crowd is confused as they're frowning and smiling bitterly and reacting whatever they felt like. Kashiwara talks to her after the first song. Kirari is signing her face and shaking her head to Kashiwara. She sits down on the stage. She looks up to trying to see something, but she can't see anything. I'm sure crowd does not know what to do, but we are in shock as well. She has remote swings, but she never felt like this. She always pulled the band together. How can she break down like this? I just stand there in shock. The crowd is dead silent. I feel goosebumps go up from my arm to my back. The silence is ruling the theater. Shinny tries to come up with something.
人前で歌われへんのやったらライブなんかすな。
We heard someone yell out from the back of the crowd.
学芸会とちゃうんやで。
Somebody is obviously ridiculing us, and everybody starts laughing. Karate is moving her arms and wiping her face. Kashiwara's been talking to Karate and finally grabs her hand, but Karate shakes it off. I read Kashiwara's lips saying, "Enough, come on." And then she drags Karate off the stage. Kashiwara looks at me as she walks off the stage and she bows like she is sorry. I'm not back at her. It's impossible to continue playing now that we don't have a vocal and a guitar. The crowd is getting worse. They're starting throwing paper cups. Oh no. Then I remember how Kashiwara couldn't move from the stage right at her first gig and Karate helped her. Well, we have to do something. I give Chini a look and grab the school-decorated microphone at the center of the stage. But what should I do? Then I hear a voice.
でっかい姉ちゃん、演奏できへんのやったら脱げ脱げ。
I see, that's a good idea. Then I'll do that. The crowd shuts up for a moment when they hear my manly voice. I don't care what happens anymore. I start taking my clothes up as much as I can with Chini's drum solo.
詐欺だ。
The crowd is yelling, "Fuck you!" I throw them off and throw a guitar pick at them. Then I play my best with my teeth like I saw in some magazine before and lay on the floor of the stage from pain. And what else can I do? What do everything I can think of to kill some time, then run off the stage? I'll go back to the dressing room in my underwear. All the Arab bands are laughing at me. I don't see Kirari, so I asked them where she went. They say she went outside. Chiani and I ran out of the dressing room. Kashiwara is holding Kirari's hand, stroking her hair at the end of the hallway in the dark. Her tears messed up her makeup. She looks up at us.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
Her voice is shaking with tears and she bows so deep her head almost touched the floor. Chiani kneels down in front of Kirari and looks up into her face.
あんたも緊張とかすんのね。安心したわ。
She smiles and rubs her head. We leave the theater before the event finishes. We're heading to the hotel in the rain. We find the hotel in the guidebook since we can't sleep in the tent in the rain. It's far from city and there's nothing on either side of the street. The atmosphere in the car is heavy. Kirari is not crying anymore, but she's still looking down and does not say anything. Kashiwara looks worried but can't say anything to her. Chiani just keeps driving. I don't have anything to say. Suddenly the car slows down and stops. For a moment I think we have arrived at the hotel, but we're still on the street. There are some houses and empty lots on both sides of the street. Chiani scratches her hand after she tries to turn the ignition a few times. What's wrong?
エンストしたままかからなくなっちゃった。もうバッテリーが本当にダメなのかな。
Should the timing? Should we call someone?
お金かかっちゃうよ。ちょっと考える。
Chiani crosses her arms. I hear Kashiwara sighing in the back seat. The rain dropping at the roof of the wagon sounds much louder now that the engine has stopped. Chiani keeps turning the key, but nothing happens. I don't know how much it'll cost us to fix this, but I'm sure it'll use up whatever we have left. We won't be able to continue the tour anymore. That disaster back there will be our first and last gig? I almost sighing.
ごめんなさい。
I don't have to turn to see who said that. It was Kirari.
私がわがまま言ってライブ断っちゃって。だからみんなが暑い中大変な目に遭っちゃって。それで こんな風になったんだと思ったら、急にステージの上が怖くなって、どうしたらいいかわからなくなって、体が固まっちゃって。
Then she wasn't able to think anything else. Kirari starts sobbing as she Kashibara holding Kirari in the rear view mirror.
それ、ずっと気にしてたの？
Chiani sounds cheerful, trying not to look at Kirari.
そんなのもう昔のことじゃん。あのね、キラリ、誰も何一つあんたのせいだなんて思ってないんだから。
Yeah. She exhales all at once and continues.
だいたいね、一人で抱え込んじゃダメだよ。何か心配事があるならちゃんと話さなきゃ。言ってくれなきゃ寂しいよ。
Kirari looks scared and won't say anything.
キラリは何も悪くないんだよ。
ごめんなさい。
Kirari just mumbles in a small voice. Chiani looks troubled and looks forward again. I let out my sighing. Chiani is thinking. I suppose she's thinking about how she can cheer Kirari up. The air conditioning stopped with the engine and the temperature in the car is rising. It's humid. I feel like I can't breathe with this heavy atmosphere and all. I'm not wearing girls' clothes anymore. I threw my wig and bra away on the stage. I'm wearing a t-shirt and sneakers now. I grab my eyes and notice I still have mascara on. I realize I forgot to wash my face after the gag. I remember how I hate to deal with things like this. I'm suffocating. I look at the window. Being in the rain seemed like a good idea to me, so I open the door and get out on the street. The rain gets in my hair. I'm scooping raindrops in my palm, then I feel everybody is looking at me strangely. I'm embarrassed that I just did something like this abruptly. I felt a little human. And I wash my face with the raindrops in my hand. It's awful to be sitting in the car like that. Chiani says something but I can't hear her. I'm really tired. Then I see a frog swimming in front of me as I sighed. I wanted to catch it to make everyone laugh, so I stepped forward. Wow! The open lot is full of soft mud. I step right into it and fall down. I feel dirt coming down on my head.
大丈夫ですか？
Sure, it feels nice and cool. I sit on my butt in the dirt and don't admit to it.
気持ちいいって割には声が上ずってるよ。
Yeah. Shut up. I said it feels so good, so it really feels good. The mud on my head is coming down with rain, so I wipe it, but my hands are covered with mud as well. So it doesn't mean anything.
ほら、変なことしてないで車に戻りなよ。
Chiani sounds worried. I have to wash the mud off.
風邪ひくよ。
No, I won't. I don't want to go back to the car when everybody is so down. Oh, I'm sorry. Then I remember a long time ago. I used to go outside when something happened at home. It felt really good when it was raining outside. I feel good to see my clothes get wet with rain. So I haven't grown up much. I pick up a lump of mud and see it fall through between my fingers. I turn around to go back into the car and I notice Kirari looking at me with red eyes. She's still crying and she looks worried about me. I don't like it. Up at the back seat door. Kirari. I call her and reach my hand out to her. Kirari is just looking at me in puzzlement. Your hand? She doesn't get it. I have to see it again to get her hand reached out to me. I grab her hand and pull her out of the car. She doesn't hesitate at all, so we both fall into the mud together. Kirari is in shock and can't see anything. Yoink. She gets up but can't stand up from there. I stand up before Kirari. Don't cry, stupid. She is scared of me and looks at my eyes. I'm so upset with you. The only one who is blaming you is you. You should know that. It's so stupid. We're a team, aren't we? Our band isn't happening if Kirare's vocal isn't here. She's the one who gets most compliments no matter where we go, and that's why we came this far.
仲間
Yeah, a team. It's selfish to blame it all on yourself. You should divide all the happy times and sad times. Kirari starts to cry, shaking her shoulders, and I'm making a really good speech too. I might as well cry as well. Ooh. Wow, hey. I'm surprised at how hard Kirari cries. It almost sounds like she's yelling.
こら
I feel a mysterious shock on my back and I'm pushed into the mud face first. I'm confused now that I don't know what's happening. Stand up, Kevin. That was not me trying to recreate anything from the original novel. Sorry, also. Then I see Chiani sitting in the mud glaring at me. I see. Chiani kicked me.
あんたヒラリに何すんの
Chiani looks really upset. Well, I'm just telling her about how important teamwork is and being in touch with nature. Chiani rejects my explanation.
うるさいヒラリ大丈夫怪我はない
Chiani asks Kirari, who's still sitting on her butt.
違うの違うから泣いたのは違うの
Kirari is talking and she clings on to Chiani.
だってチカ君が私に仲間だって言ってくれたんだよ
Kirari's face is covered with rain as she looks up.
うん
Chiani looks confused.
そうか鹿之助みたいなおかしいやつに仲間って言われて怖かったんだねだから泣いたんだね
What kind of explanation is that? I complained to Chiani.
だってそうとしか考えられないでしょ
Chiani acts calm. You're so crooked, Chiani. She's crying because she's deeply moved by our friendship, right, Sheena? Sheena is smiling now, but she does not answer me. She keeps smiling and listening to us talk.
ほらなんとも言わない私が合ってるのよ
God Whatever, fine. Let's go back to the car. It's cold. We might catch a cold. I tried to go back to the car, but everybody, including Kashiwara, is out of the car now. So I feel bad about going back to the car myself. Kashiwara steps into the mud.
ほらキラちゃん
She reaches her hand out to Kirari. Kirari pulls her muddy hand back for a second. Yoink. But Kashiwara grabs her hand and pulls her up from the mud. Kashiwara's expensive clothes are covered with mud now.
そんなの今さら言われないと気がつけないなんて遅すぎるよ
Kashiwara is calm, but her expression is very serious. It's different than how she usually is. She looks at Kirari.
あのね私思うんだけどもっと私とかみんなのことを信じてほしいんだ
Kirari looks sad and tries to look down, but Kashiwara puts her hands on her shoulders so she can't look down. Kirari looks at Kashiwara and tightens her lips.
お願い分かってキラちゃんは一人じゃないんだよみんなあなたのこと大好きなんだよ
Kirari looks down. The rain runs down in her face from her nose to her chin and drips off. The rain continues. The car is still not moving. This is the worst situation we can think of, but we see a garage on the other side of the street. I run to the garage to see if someone is using it, but there's no evidence of people using this place. I think we can stay here to get out of the rain. We decide to evacuate to the garage, but we can't leave our car in the middle of the street like this. We have to push the car to the garage. Chiani is sitting on the driver's seat and the rest of us push the car. Yoink.
カッシー大丈夫変わろうか
Kashi and not me? Wow. Jenny keeps asking her.
大丈夫です。ハンドルお願いします。
Kashibara keeps answering and reporting grain. You don't have to try too hard. I whispered to her.
いいんです。私、こういうことしてみたかったんです。
Kashibara won't listen to me? Something like this?
なんだか、今の私たち、すごく青春っぽくないですか？スタンドバイミーみたい。
She seems happy. I wonder if she's okay with being rained on and doing heavy labor. But she looks healthier than usual for sure.
ねえ、シカ君、ほっぺが真っ赤だよ。
Kira laughs at me pushing the car. That's why I hit the mud when she and me kicked me from behind. It's good that it's red. It won't go away if it's blue.
シカ君、ありがとね。
Kirari looks happy. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, the car is stopping. You gotta push harder. I try pushing the car harder. We push the car next to the garage and I sneak inside through the broken garage shutter. I think it's a garage, but it could have been something like an auto body shop. The inside is empty. I imagine maybe we might meet a homeless guy or something, but there is nobody here. Maybe it's because this place is far from any train station. You've heard Osaka is a dangerous city, but there is nothing to indicate that that in this garage. So we decided to stay. We set a bonfire for warmth and light. We found charcoal and some firewood and the outdoor equipment we borrowed from Murakami, so we were able to create a stable fire. We dry our clothes and warmed our canned coffee with the fire. Kirari is warming the sweet roll she bought by the fire. Is it any good?
おいしいよ。食べる？
I taste a sweet joy. It's a little bit burnt on the outside and warm on the inside. It reminds me of my childhood. Our bodies are cold from being in the rain, but our sweet roll warms me up. Sweet, a little bit charcoal roll. We find more food and snacks while discussing about what to do about after this. The most important issue is to have the car fixed. The sun is long gone. Maybe they'll still come at night, but they may charge us more. We should wait until morning and call for help. Nobody knows how much it might cost to fix this. We have no idea how to pay for it if the cost is more than we expect it to be. We feel bad all over again.
帰る前に気分転換したいな。変なマネージャーにはバカにされて、ライブはうまくいかなくて、雨にまで降られて、車まで壊れて。このまま帰るなんて私納得できないよ。ストリートライブでいいから、もっとすっきりとした形でライブしてから帰りたい。
そうですね。
Kashiwara agrees. Her eyes are reflecting the light at the bonfire. And maybe the same thing is happening to Chiani, Kirari, and the bee? I'm sure Kashiwara doesn't want to go home like this. Yoink. Her intention to make the best out of this tour is probably stronger than ours since she went through a lot to come to the tour with us. Kirari is not saying anything, she's just listening to us. But I'm sure she's still feeling guilty and she doesn't want to go home either. How about working on the new single? I have a good feeling about writing a great song right now.
そうだね。膝寄せ合って暗い話ばっかりしてても仕方ないし。
Then Chiani stands up.
よし、今からちょっとやるか。
そうですね。なかなかこんな状況はないです。
Kashiwara also stands up.
私、ちょっとアイデアがあるかも。
Kirari seems to be feeling better. So we work on the new single and jam until dawn together. Kira. We called our outside assistant service in the morning and the worker comes right away. We explain how we end up in this place to the worker. He's surprised and feels bad for us. He even cheers us up. I think we feel much better to hear that from him, even if he doesn't mean it. The problem is something easy to fix, so it doesn't take much time, and the cost is actually less than what we expected. On top of that, we also tell him about the strange noise when we sped up on the freeway. He finds the problem easily and fixes it as well. Hey, maybe it happened for the better, we think. The rain stops by noon. The sun comes out and vaporizes out the rain from the night before and changes it into humidity. We find a working water faucet at the back of the garage and we wash our bodies taking turns. I feel uneasy when I imagine a girl washing her body outside under the sun, but the rest of the girls are looking at me, so I can't do anything. Not that I'm planning on doing something, you better. Other than going out to buy some food, we stay there and work on the new single. We don't have much sleep, but nobody's complaining about it.
こういう倉庫みたいな場所で作ったらガレージロックっぽい曲になっちゃうかな。
She jokes, wiping her sweat on her neck.
ここのリフはもう一度考え直しませんか？詩のイメージと比べるとどうも違和感があるんです。
Kashiwara suggests in earnest. Kirari is singing the same phrase over and over, changing a little bit each time. She's so into it, she doesn't seem to care about the weird movements she's making. I almost burn my fingers as I keep playing my Fender bass under the sun. We head back to the city of Osaka next day. We need to take a shower and do some laundry and other civilized activities. The day after that is the day we are planning to play at the street. It's our first performance since that disaster. Nobody said anything, but we're all nervous. Other than that, I didn't have to wear girls' clothes for past 2 days, so it feels strange again to dress like a girl. I think I like wearing men's clothes. We eat and burn some CDs and it's already afternoon when we finish all the preparations. It's the hottest time of the day. We're moving our instruments out of the car covered in sweat. We chose the same place again. We get the instruments out and place a new signboard and a can to put tips in. We don't forget to put 1,000 yen bill already so that other people will follow when they tip. There's a technique to put a change in the tip can so that it's easier for other people to follow. A girl who's working at a clothing store in front of the park waves her hand at us and she waves back. We got another chair since we performed here and she gave us some juice once. Hey! She bought a t-shirt at our store in return and she's wearing that t-shirt. I can tell Kirari is doing well as soon as we start playing. I guess the bad memory from the previous gig has been erased from her head. Our band always does better when Kirari is doing well. The street performance is not just for fun. This area is very crowded with young people and the street is busy, so it may seem like they'll like us easily. But the street is made for walking and it's not for playing music. The police come over sometimes and we have to watch out for our volume of the music. Most of the people are just walking by and some give us a bad look. So the street is like an out game for us. But isn't it a great effort to win at an out game in sports? It's so special to make people stop and listen to us and have them clap for our music on the street. Even if you don't get paid doing that. As I recall, Tonaya took us to the supermarket for our first performance. We aren't so big to forget about our first intentions, but playing on the street reminds me of the first time. We're happy to play a phrase and our hearts are pounding just to think people are listening to our music. Now I see why Agihara-san said it's better to be amateurs to be in a band. Our first show in front of the supermarket just scared everybody with our noise, but we can't do that now. We start out slow, but then we become bolder as we feel we're doing well. Maybe it's because we've been playing at the same place a few times. But we definitely have more people to stop and listen to us. Some people even buy the cheap CD we made. I wish we do get more tips, but oh well. This is enough to be on tour, isn't it? I smile at Shiani.
バンド始めてよかったよね。
Kirari turns around instead, so Chiani and I nod. We take a few breaks in between and play until we tire ourselves out. It's dark outside. The night in the big city is just starting and I'm sure we should play longer, but we're so tired and we need to practice on our new single Chew. Maybe it's not that we need you, but we want you. The girls start talking about what they want to try with our new song with a smile. Playing on the street might have given some inspiration, but you sure have lots of energy. Then I think to myself that it's not normal for girls their age to be able to do gigs and work on songs while not being able to take showers every day and living almost like the homeless. I clean up after the gig listening to them talk, half impressed and half amazed. Then someone comes up to us.
こんなとこで演奏しとったんかいな。
Boobers wearing sexy clothes is standing there. Soma-san, who's the part-time booking manager when we had a disaster?
相変わらず女装しとるんやね。かわいいわ。
I'm so sorry about the other day. I ignored her comment about me and she waves her hand.
そらええねんけどな。あれはあれで盛り上がったし。それよりも、なんで電話取らへんの？ねえ、そこ。
She asks Chianin.
え、電話？あ、本当だ。着信がいっぱいある。気がつきませんでした。
I was directed to the non-girl in question. Chianin apologizes looking at their cell phone.
演奏に夢中やったんなら仕方ないな。せやけどまあ、なんであんたらまた路上ライブなんかしてんねん。またどこかできっついノルマでも背負わされた？
No, it's not like that. I explain.
なるほど。リベンジとは、さすが気合入っとるな。
Toma-san nods being impressed.
ほんでね、そないなチャレンジ精神あふれる君らに、ええ話があるんやけど。
A challenge. Toma-san says one of the staff told her that we are the band that's close to Star Generation, and that's becoming popular on the internet lately.
そんならそうとはよ言えっちゅうねん。
She complains, but we're not that impudent to tell everybody that we know Star Generation. Toma-san says she could have used it for more publicity if she knew. I guess she has a point.
まあ、私がネットとかよう知らへんかったのもあかんねんけど。
With a douchebag that we perceive have to cared about that. I don't think so. Then she asks us if we are interested. She means the good offer she's talking about. She's playing at the same theater this weekend as one of the band members, and she wants us to play with them. And it's not just her, but the real booking manager called her from her sick bed to tell her that. I guess the bookie already knows about the gig a few days ago. Huh.
ライブ自体もハプニングがあってちょっと話題になっとったし。
Really? We're just scared. We haven't checked the internet since then.
あれはあれで面白がられてたみたいやで。
脱いだの損じゃなかったね。
Shiani smiles. But the owner is not. Naga will be upset if she finds out. Everybody knows I'm a man now.
まあそれはそれで仕方ないよ。不可抗力だったんだもの。
Shiani laughs.
急な話で申し訳ないんやけど、どないやろか。スタジェネの知り合いやっちゅうだけで誘ってるわけやない。バンドとして面白そうやから誘っとるんやで。
We look at each other.
やります。
What they said. We answer in unison. Almost. I wake up to a metallic sound. I find my familiar deformed bass by my side. We practiced until we dropped last night and we fell asleep like that. I think it's for the blanket on the ground, but my body's hardly in the blanket and my clothes are dirty. I touch my face to find mud on my cheeks. I find Chiani and Kirari sleeping right by my side like they collapsed at the spot. Thanks to this hot weather, they're not wearing much and showing their legs and arms with hair. I must be sexually frustrated and all those things like that. They should be thankful for me being a gentleman. If I was someone like Murakami, then they do be sorry. Thank God, too. I'm still half asleep, but I had to follow the metallic noise coming from outside. Oh! She practice. I find Kashiwara sitting at the abandoned logs, practicing the guitar part of the new single. Yoink. Also in a world of devastation, mind you. Her white towel and shirt are swinging in the wind on the rope we hang on as a clothesline. She's practicing after she hung up the laundry. I don't see any lingerie in the clothesline. Where did they hang them? Why would you ask that? Good morning, how are you feeling? We're being careful during the street gigs, but she's been complaining about the little fever she's been having since we were rained on.
おはようございます。もう全然平気です。
Kashiwara looks up at me. That's good then. You're up so early.
寝てられなくて。
I'm sure you must have felt scared to sleep in a place like this.
そうじゃないんです。なんだかワクワクして。
Really?
私、こんな風に他人と一緒に一つのことを頑張ったのって初めてなんです。いいですね。一緒に泣いたり笑ったりするのって楽しくって目が覚めちゃいました。
That's great. Maybe you'll be healthier if you keep playing in the band. They see fancy me kill our car.
そうですね。
Kashiwara smiles back at me.
こういう青い空の下でのんびりギターを弾いていると自分の悩み事とかそういうのがバカバカしくなっちゃいます。
You have a trouble you worry about?
それくらい私にだってあります。
But your smile is so happy it doesn't seem like she worries about anything. Her smile startles me and I'm feeling guilty for no reason.
そうだ。話は変わりますけど、ちょっといいですか？
Sure. What?
ここなんですけど。
Kashiwara plays a phrase on her guitar.
今は実際に使う音とは違ってて、ちょっとわかりにくいかもしれないですけど、どう思います？
It doesn't matter as long as you play with your heart, don't you think? Kashiwara tilts her neck. I want to give her technical advice, but I don't know any. Don't push it too hard, you might break your fingers. She keeps working on the same phrases. I wash my face at the back of the garage where the water faucet is. I wash my hair too. It feels refreshing to be taking a cold shower on a hot, humid summer day. I see the Osaka plane in front of me. The wind is blowing through my hair and I enjoy it. Then I remember I forgot to bring a towel with me. I shake my head to dry water off me like how dogs do. Chiani and Kirari showed up. Good morning.
おはよ
Kirari is smiling.
どうしたの？朝っぱらから一人で汗だくになってヘッドバンキングなんて。
Chiani doesn't think I'm just drying off. Well, I guess the ray of sun urged me to rock. I'll let her think that.
はいはい、すごいわね。
Thank you. Chiani is amazed. She has a toothbrush in a cup. Kirari is lathering the soap on her hand already. We hear Kashiwara's guitar far away. There are no clouds in the blue sky. It's so peaceful I could cry. We decided not to play in the street today and finish a new single.
これが本当のガレージロックだね。
She is making the same joke again, but their music is totally not garage rock.
やっぱりここのリフは練り直さないと詩の雰囲気が。
Kashiwara's still not satisfied and angry. Kirari's dancing and singing, but the dance is too avant-garde. It's like a satanic mass. This new single we've been working on is slightly different than what we used to play so far. When we worked on the last single, we had the school festival in mind. So we tried to come up with what this crowd would like. But this single started as a memento for tours. It's more like music for ourselves. We jam together and try to express what we feel like lately and what we want to try it in the lyrics.
こういう作り方は楽しいね。これが創作の楽しみってやつなのかな。
Chiani is happy? Maybe she's right. We had our own feeling, sense of humor, and something surprising in the music, and it's starting to be a song. We have more technical knowledge about music than last time, and we have more frustration because of that, but it's still interesting.
後でこの曲を歌ったらさ、この倉庫の光の加減とか、ワゴンの中の匂いとか、あとみんなの汗だくで真剣な顔が思い浮かぶような、そんな曲にしたいよね。
Kirari is eating a rice ball as a snack. I decided to take a break. I've been playing the bass since this morning. My body feels lighter suddenly when I take bass off my shoulder. I exhale and lay on the ground.
そんなところに横になると汚れちゃうよ。
Chiani worries. I don't care, I want to lie on the ground. I see her laughing at me from the corner of my eye. A fresh breeze comes in from somewhere and cools my skin. I can feel a fresh breeze in a hot, humid place like this. I feel really fulfilled. We work on it all day and we finish it by evening. We decided to take a little break until tomorrow's gig since we're so tired from playing on the street after day after day. We move to the city area and eat food, take a bath, and perform our civilized activities to refresh ourselves. Then we come back to the uncivilized garage and chat about nothing. I fall asleep at some point.
ねえ、鹿くん。
And I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another episode real soon.